say both characters are very intelligent in their own ways. Hi everybody, welcome back to Smile with Erin D. I'm super excited to be back for another Disney's Heroes vs. Villains series. I am always excited to do this series with you guys. This week up we have two heroes. Now, neither one of our heroes has magical abilities, but they both have a lot of heart and a lot of determination. In one corner, we have the legendary Aladdin versus the younger but very wise Mirabel. I love both these characters and I think they bring so much to the table. But up against each other, this should be an interesting challenge. Let's dive right in. Now, when it comes to looks and appearances, Aladdin is definitely very handsome, has those baggy white pants, purple vest, very iconic. But I gotta give it up to Mirabel and her skirt. I loved embroidery. Of course, obsessed with her glasses. I think she's absolutely fantastic. So both very culturally fitting for their areas where they live. And I have to say, Aladdin, of course, adorable, very handsome. They did a great job with him. Mirabel, I mean, she is just perfect. I just love her. She's just the cutest thing. And yes, I go for girls with glasses. I just think it's awesome. So let's dive into their powers and their abilities. Now, neither one of them has any magical abilities, but they certainly have their own unique styles. Aladdin, he's from the streets, and he's had to be street smart. He really knows how to be cunning and charming. I really love his heart, though, and that definitely shows through. Mirabel, well, she might come off as a younger lady and maybe doesn't know the ways of the street like our Aladdin. However, she is very smart and she sees stuff that other people might miss. And I also love her heart. Now, let's dive into the iconic moments. Aladdin, I absolutely love the song A Whole New World. I think this is one of the most magical, iconic moments. I mean, it's so iconic that even when Stitch was coming out, he had to try and steal this moment. Zooming in on his alien mobile to try and steal Jasmine from Aladdin because it's so iconic that other movies just want to steal it just because you know where it's from.
I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on up.
And Mirabel, it's also another song, which I thought was interesting that both movies really pull from a song, Waiting on a Miracle. Heartbreaking, beautiful. It's just absolutely perfect.
Don't be upset, mad at all. Don't feel regret or sad at all. Hey, I'm still a part of the family, Madrigal, and I'm fine. I am totally fine. I will stand on the side as you shine. I'm not fine. I'm not fine. I can't move the mountains. I can't make flowers bloom. I can't take another night up in my room, waiting on a miracle.
I love how both movies, the songs really developed into making the story even more important. I think that's really cool.
All right, now we're going to break this down with little pros and cons lists for each character. Starting with Aladdin, the diamond in the rough. The pros are street smarts. He can think his way out of almost any dangerous situation instantly. Agility. He is physically one of the most athletic non-superheroes in Disney history. Loyalty. He consistently risks his life for Jasmine, Genie, and Abu without hesitation. Adaptability. Whether he is a pauper or a prince, he manages to navigate new worlds with confidence. The cons. Insecurity. He struggled deeply with believing he wasn't good enough. without magic or money. Deception. He built his relationship with Jasmine on a lie, which nearly caused disaster. And reliance. He often relied heavily on Genie to save him when things got tough. Now on to Mirabel, the gift of family. Perception. She is the only one who sees the cracks in the foundation before anyone else admits them. Resilience. She maintained a loving, positive attitude for years despite being treated as a lesser by her abuela. Empathy. She healed her family not by fighting, but by listening to the hidden struggles. Independence. She solved the mystery and saved the miracle completely on her own, without magical assistance. Her cons. Physicality. In a physical battle or a race, she lacks the combat skills or speed of a typical hero. Over-involvement. Her desire to help sometimes led her to push boundaries that upset her family members initially. Self-doubt. Like Aladdin, she struggled with feeling like a failure because she didn't fit the family mold.
Well, head to head, let's compare. Aladdin, very handsome, very cute. Mirabel, very Columbia look. She looks fantastic. Now for smarts, they both have their own way of smarts. Mirabel definitely notices things others may miss. Aladdin's very cunning smart, very street smart, as I said. So I think up against each other, very interesting. But only one of these can go to the next round. Now, do we go with Aladdin, our classic 90s prince, or do we go with Mirabel, one of our new Pixar favorites? It's hard for me to decide. I love both characters. I think both are already iconic, even though Mirabel's movie is much, much newer. Both movies have made a stand. And so their heroes from these movies, well, they're already iconic. But the vote, that's up to you guys. Let me know in the comments below, plus on our post page. Thank you all for joining me. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, find a reason to smile today. Bye, everybody.